Coming to you from that Canadian Lawn Guy channel, bringing you cutting a big lawn with the Zmaster 6000 series Toro 60-inch mower. This will be fun. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out another video. So we're just going in turbo speed here, making it to our property. We're gonna show you us cutting. It's quite a ways out there. I picked up this customer in the fall, and I've cut it about 4 or 5 times. He just bought this house and moved from Whitby, and so I'm just doing some temporary cuts, but it is a little ways, 15-20 minutes from my house. Alright, we're cutting this one just to break up the leaves more. This customer has a really nice property. Anyways, we're on the Zmaster 6000 series Toro mower, 60-inch deck. Just give me a second here to get my headphones in and we'll get rolling. So yeah, so we're out of the property now. It's in Ennismore, and it's a nice property to do with the Toro Zmaster 6000 60-inch deck. It has a little bit of a slope by the road, like in the ditch area, but I can mostly do it with the zero turn. It just handles and sits on slopes, and you don't feel like unsafe at all. I've a few times I've bottomed out the back of the mower. So sometimes when you're going into ditches, you kind of forget that it'll bottom out because the frame is so low to the ground. But on this one, there's a small amount of push mooring around the ditch area, and then a small amount of push mooring around the back pool area. And I can get up to like full speed on this property and just enjoy the cutting time. It really didn't need to be cut, but I made a deal with this customer. The first 2 cuts he paid for, and then the last 3 cuts he had an air compressor that the previous owner left at the place, and it's a pretty heavy duty compressor with some attachments and some airline and pull-out extension cord. So I negotiated 3 cuts for free, and I could just take the air compressor. The air compressor is worth about $1,100 US, and that's probably without attachments. So I might list it for sale, but I'm kind of leaning now towards giving it to my dad to use in his garage, and then maybe putting a smaller air compressor in my garage. Just because some weeks when you're taking blades on and off to sharpen blades or take tires off, any kind of things like that, sometimes bolts are on too tight for my little Mastercraft battery impact wrench. So it'd be nice to have the air power as well. And I'm sure bigger equipment like this Zmaster needs a little bit more torque power when you're putting the blades back on. Anyways, yeah, so just film this whole property start to finish. He basically today just wanted like the leaves mulched up, so I could able to fly over them in there, and they made them tiny. And before starting, I mounted my GoPro camera on top of the roll bars, and that's when I noticed that the roll bars actually like like you pull them up to a certain point, and then you got to pull out two pegs, and then they can go right up straight, and then let the pegs go right in, so it secures the rollover thing, so it doesn't, if it does hit something, it doesn't come back down. Which I don't know if that's a bonus or not, because if you ever did forget that the roll bar was up and you did smoke something, you might be taking down part of a tree or bringing the mower to a halt pretty quickly. So I'm gonna have to research if anybody's had an accident with this roll bar, because maybe it won't go back down once it's latched in. I'll just take a picture or a video of it in the future so you can see. Anyways, there's a nice big gate at the back to bring the mower to the backyard, and it's just a beautiful property. I have like a very good tight route of lawn cutting in the west end, and then in the south end and the north end of Peterborough and outside of Millbrook, but it's becoming to the point where I'm just considering dropping customers that are in the north end or out of town, because enough of the west end of Peterborough is just filling up. But then you come and do this property, and it's like a good acre and a half probably, and you're out in the country, and it's just nice to have this time to on the mower for half an hour straight and enjoy the speed, or just enjoy the quiet. Well, it's not really quiet, but you know what I mean. Time on the mower to think, sort out anything that's on your mind, I guess. And I grew up in the country, not Ennismore, but I grew up in Douro, so I'm used to living in the country up until the last 12 years. The older I get with my kids, I kind of want to go back to one of these country lots and have a little bit more room to be able to build a shop, or just be able to store stuff in a locked backyard and be able to have the ability to kind of build that stuff. But some of these city lots in Peterborough are so small, even ones that are selling right now for like $7.99 but end up closing for like $1 million, have like tiny backyards and not a lot of land to be able to build anything on. So this guy kind of came from Whitby and just like put in a bully offer of like 1.2 million for this place, and kind of said take it now or I'll drop my offer. So like the guy had just listed the house, I think, and then he was kind of put in a predicament like to accept this guy's offer before he got a lot of other offers. But like I just need to convince my wife that just moving out to the outskirts we could get a property like this. But I don't think she's very convincible that way, because she grew up in Peterborough and she just knows that like friends from school will be close by and you can run to people's houses. And it's easier to get a job and be able to take the bus or bike, and I understand that totally. I do really love that my kids come home from school and run down to somebody's house and play, or that they're actually so close to their bus stop that they just walk like a few houses down off the bus, and then we meet them like a half an hour later. So it really helps that I don't have to be at the bus stop at 3:35. I can be, somebody has to be home by like 4, so it kind of gives them 25 minutes to themselves, and you just need to get a permission for that from the school, and that's getting to the bus driver. Yeah, I mean to get off on the rant about kids, but yeah, just thought I'd share. So in the previous video, going back to the kids, you saw my son Hayden close out the video, so I think I'm gonna have Kira on the end of this video to close it out. So make sure you stick around and watch the ending so you can meet my daughter Kira. So I just, as I said, I put the GoPro up on the roll bar so it was able to point down on me mowing. It's kind of like a point of view video. And at one point in the front yard, I had said when I jumped on the mower that I was going to put my headphones on, pick up my phone, and I thought, well, that's not very good for you guys to have to wait on me when I'm recording. So I just put my phone and my headphones down on the deck, like where I put my feet. And at one point, we hit a big bump, and the phone and the headphones flew off onto the grass. The headphones must have got cut right away, and the phone didn't get, very luckily, didn't get cut. So the next lap around, I noticed, saw my phone, and then found the headphones, and I held them up for the camera. So maybe I can find the timestamp of that and make sure people can see it happen. And yeah, so it was good that my phone didn't get destroyed on this property. And then when I'm in the backyard later, I'll put a timestamp here in the subtitles, but I get my timer out on my phone and time just how fast the mower went from one side to the other side of the backyard and then back, and just time that. And even when I first took off in that time thing, like, I wasn't at full blast because I'm trying to hold my phone safely. Anyways, I'll just throw on some music and you guys can enjoy the show. And make sure to leave any questions or comments you have about the mower, and I'll come back at the end and close out the video. Anyways, everyone, I'll probably speed up the mowing a little bit, but from real time, but we'll talk to you guys soon.
show you real live proof of how you can start raking the
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Really appreciate the support. If you liked that video, just smash the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm at about 104 subscribers at that point, so I'm hoping for a few more before our fall cleanups finish. And as you can see behind me, this is my daughter Kira. Want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. And Kira, what happens if people don't subscribe to That Canadian Lawn Guy channel?
Some tigers will come in your house and eat you up.
Oh my gosh, we don't want that to happen. All right. And Hayden, did you want to say hi too?
Hi.
Yeah, we saw Hayden in the last video. So anyways, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care and we'll see you on the next one.
That was another Canadian YouTube video.